we want to talk about now is this idea of future-proofing. This is what we all do every day, right? In our work, we ensure product integrity. You know, it doesn't matter if you're in operations or if you're in engineering or if you're in some other functional area of the business, you're still in the business of ensuring product integrity. And we do that, of course, to keep people safe. But more than that, what we want to talk to you about is not just keeping people safe. Let's keep the enterprise safe. We're dealing with a very risky time. New materials, lightweighting, new innovations, all the time. Substantial change across the board. And all of this poses risk. So what we want to talk about is applying non-destructive testing as a means of protecting not just people, but protecting the enterprise, okay? I'm a race car driver, right? We talked about that. So one of the things we say in race car driving is you have to keep your brain in front of the car. If you don't keep your brain in front of the car, you're going to hit something. And that's not going to be fun. So as leaders, our job is to look far ahead and look for that rock in the road that's going to cause a problem, right? That's what we're supposed to do. So that's the think ahead, stay ahead thing. At AMS, we don't just see materials evaluation as what we do. We see it as an opportunity. And I would argue it's a transformational opportunity. We see our clients spending enormous sums of money on these containment actions, right? We talked about that earlier. So it's a transformational opportunity to restore forfeited profit, big numbers. It's a transformational opportunity to protect relationships and to protect your brand. And we can't overemphasize that. This is written in automotive lingo here, if you will, but in all businesses, we're all too familiar with this, right? The longer we wait to find something, the more it costs. I'm not going to belabor it a whole lot, but I will tell you that almost uniformly when we work with clients, we start with a reactive approach. We've had an escape. Oh my goodness, we have to do some inspection. We're going to get to the root cause of this. We're going to contain it first. We're going to investigate. We're going to get to root cause. We're going to enact some inspection. And then once the problem subsides, we're going to go back to normal. And I say to my clients, wait a minute, you're going to put your head back in the sand and wait for the next one to come and find you? Are you serious? No, let's go here. Let's test before we have a problem and protect the companies tomorrow. So wait, am I really talking about testing 100%? Yes, I'm talking about testing 100%. Because we can do it at high speed, you're talking about pennies apart. And if it's safety critical, and if it's high volume, there's enough volume there that eventually the head in the sand approach is going to get you in trouble. Testing proactively, if we can get it to pennies per part, is a much wiser approach, and it's a far more cost-effective approach than head in the sand, wait for the next problem to come and find us, right? So here's how we do this. Sounds great. Love it, Pete. How do you do it in the real world? Well, the first thing is let's identify where we have risk. So think about the components that you assemble in your product. Where are the inherent risks? Is there risk in the raw material? If you buy a bar of stock or an ingot of casting material, or something like that, pellets of plastic, where can there be risk in the raw material itself? Can you have flaws in the raw material? And then secondly, if you process that raw material, are you removing those flaws or are you just repositioning and reshaping them? If you reposition and reshape, they're still there. There's still risk. So where is the risk? So find parts that have high levels of risk factor associated with them. The next thing we want to do is create that blueprint. Talk to us, talk to someone, even if it's not us, talk to someone about how can I identify this? Can I find this with non-destructive testing? Chances are you can, right? We made that handy little chart for you earlier to look at, okay? So create a custom blueprint. One method, another method, a combination of methods, find a way to do it at high speed so it doesn't cost very much, but find that blueprint. The next thing you have to have is impartiality and transparency. If you have the fox guard the hen house, it may not work. So try and find a way to get a neutral third party doing the inspection. Send the parts to someone like us, bring someone like us in and have us set up a center of excellence in your own house, create your own center of excellence, but be really, really careful about that one because there's always an agenda. The agenda might be finding rejects that aren't real because I want to protect my little industry I have inside the building, or I might try and manufacture an artificial fallout rate to make somebody look good. Look, that doesn't help anybody. You got to be impartial, you got to be transparent, and a byproduct of that is not only that you protect the business, but your institutional knowledge grows orders of magnitude. Now you're really learning about root cause. You're really, really learning. And you got fantastic tools for forensic analysis, okay? Lastly, invest where safety critical and high volume intersect. You want maximum benefit. So find high volume, find safety critical. Where those meet, that's where this makes sense.